Hello there. How are you? Welcome to my channel, Moon Tarot. My name is Moharet Jezebel Morgan Moon. Today we'll be going over a cord cutting ritual spell that you can do for yourself that is quite simple. I took this ritual spell out of my Book of Shadows, so I will be going through how you can do this ritual spell for yourself step by step. It is a ritual because it is something that you are doing to demonstrate your sovereignty and your independence, but it's also a spell because you're using words to create a certain result for your life. And you know, as they say, the word spell comes from spelling. So spelling is words, and words that use their power to create a certain result, like I said. So the first question is, what is a cord? So when we talk about cord cutting in ritual, we are speaking about spiritual or energetic cords. The second question I'm answering about this is, where do cords come from? So I wrote my notes here. So where do cords come from? Spiritual and energetic cords come from experiences we have with other people. A few examples could be having a sexual partnership with an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, a relationship where you got to know an individual really well and you miss them, or they still miss you, a conversation you had with someone that they or you might still be holding on to through a spiritual cord, or any other experience where there was a spiritual connection. So that's how cords are created. So the third question I'm answering is, why would we need to cut the cords? So what I wrote for that question, the answer is, one might want to cut these spiritual cords because they form a tie from them to you and from you to them that is like a bond that creates a shared energy. If you want to release your energy from being spiritually connected to that person or people, you would want to cut the cord or cords. These cords, once cut, could bring a renewed sense of energy, a greater sense of freedom, and just an overall better feeling of wellness and independence. So the next question is, can anyone cut their own cords? The answer is a resounding yes. It, however, needs to be done with an energy of sincerity and seriousness. What do I need to cut the cords? To do a cord cutting ritual, you need a quiet space where you will have privacy. That is number one. You don't want to be interrupted. If you have a journal or a diary that you write in, it's okay to bring it with you to your cord cutting ritual spell with the instructions for you to follow to do your cord cutting ritual. Because sometimes it's hard to remember the steps if you don't have them written down in front of you. So it's good to bring some sort of journal or book or paper that you have all the steps written down on so that you can follow the steps for yourself. So the tools you need are a small candle, either a tea light or chime candle. Black is good to symbolize bringing in protection and banishing negativity, but white works too because a white candle can represent any color in a candle holder, of course. You also need a knife to cut the cords energetically. You also need a lighter, obviously, to light the candle. You need your journal or a diary with the ritual spell written down in it, and a pen or pencil. So here are the cord cutting ritual spell steps. So sit down in your quiet space with your table in front of you. Ground your energy. You can write these down if you want while you're watching this video. So ground your energy. And you might say, how do I ground my energy? You can imagine that you have roots that are growing out of your root chakra deep into the energy of the earth, Mother Earth. You can, if you're sitting on the ground with a small table in front of you, you can touch the ground with your hands and just imagine all the energy going from your crown chakra through your arms down into your hands into the earth. You can put your feet on the earth if you're sitting on a chair and just feel the stability of the earth below you and know that you are being supported. But you just need to bring your energy to a sort of slow, steady state where you feel calm. So ground your energy. Imagine a white light to your left, to your right, above you, below you, in front of you, and behind you. A bubble of light with you in it. This is a light that protects you spiritually. So don't skip that step. It's very important to protect your energy, protect your space for this ritual spell. And that's how you do it, by imagining a white light surrounding you, all around you. The next step is light your candle that is in your candle holder. This step is an indication that the ritual is starting. Now that you've been able to sit down, ground yourself, protect yourself with the light, now you are lighting your candle to initiate, to start your ritual spell, cord cutting ritual spell. So light your candle in your candle holder to signify the start of your ritual. Now focus on your breath. Focus on your breath, how you're breathing. If you feel like you're out of breath, try to slow your breath, just calm your breath. If you feel like, you're not breathing enough, try to take some deep breaths. Just focus on your breath and close your eyes and focus on your breath. Close your eyes, relax mentally, soften your breathing. Breathe in slowly. Breathe out slowly. Watch your thoughts as they come and go. Take your time with this ritual spell. There's no rush to get through it. So just what you ultimately want to do is just calm yourself down by controlling your breathing, closing your eyes, breathing in and out, and then watching your thoughts as they come and go. So being attentive to the thoughts that are going through your mind, and they could be as like, I know you're trying to do a ritual spell here, but you could be thinking, what am I going to eat for lunch later on, but just, allow your thoughts to come to focus on the ritual spell. So like, let all those thoughts that don't have anything to do with the ritual spell, let them pass, and then focus on your breathing and inhale and exhale gently. And now focus your attention on your body. So focus on how you're feeling in your body. If you feel any tension anywhere, if you feel any headache or dizziness, or if you feel like there's too much energy in your hands, if you feel like your forearms are a little bit sore, wherever there's tension in your body, focus your attention on your body and just focus on how your body is feeling. And now ask yourself, are there any parts that feel different? Breathe in deeply and send oxygen to that area. Breathe in deeply and send oxygen to that area that feels different. Now, what you're going to see now is that you can feel cords appearing like laces. Now, it could be one cord, it could be many cords, but you're going to feel like energy links, like you're going to feel links from yourself to outside yourself, and those are the energetic cords. So let the cords appear like laces. You don't have to physically see them, it's more a feeling. Ask yourself, how am I connected? So you could ask yourself, where are these cords connected to? Maybe there's a cord that's connected to your heart, and you want to ask yourself, how am I connected to this cord that's connected to my heart? Like, what is this cord connected to? Is it connected to somebody that I still love and miss a lot, perhaps somebody that has passed on, perhaps somebody that you broke up with. Each cord may be different. You could have a cord connecting to your root chakra from somebody that you had a sexual encounter with. You could have a cord connecting to your temples, somebody that you think about a lot. So each cord may be different, but just pay attention to those cords because you want to be able to cut them. So you want to identify them. And you ask yourself, are they taking energy from me? Or are they feeding from me in different places? So you might feel like as you focus on that cord, you feel like something's being pulled out. That's your energy. Now I want you to gently stand up. In this space now, you're going to gently stand up. This is my ritual knife, my athame that I keep on my altar. So you're going to hold your knife. Hold the knife out in front of you by your head and slowly turn counterclockwise and say to yourself out loud, I release this energy from myself. So when you're going to turn counterclockwise. So the clock goes this way, you're turning counterclockwise. So you're turning this way. You know, you're breaking the cords. So you hold your athame or your ritual knife. It can be a butter knife, it can be a steak knife, just a knife that is meant to cut. And it doesn't have to be a special athame knife either. It can just be a kitchen knife, you know, but clean it first. Make sure it's clean. So hold your knife out in front of you by your head and turn counterclockwise and say, and you can hold your paper when you do this, I release this energy from myself. I remove and cut all cords for my greater good. I forgive and set myself free. Now I want you to, after you've turned completely counterclockwise, put your knife to your waist. I want you to put it down here by your waist. Like this, and turn counterclockwise because you're cutting the cords here, then you're cutting the cords here. So you're going to put your athame towards your waist and you're going to turn counterclockwise. And as you turn counterclockwise, you say again, I release this energy from myself. I remove and cut all cords for my greater good. I forgive and set myself free. So then after you've completely turned in your counterclockwise circle and said that, you want to put your knife down here near your root chakra and you turn counterclockwise and you say, I release this energy from myself. I remove and cut all cords for my greater good. I forgive and set myself free. So that's the third counterclockwise circle with your athame. An athame is just a name for a fancy knife. So then you sit down and I want you to imagine light all around you. And this light is healing your wounds, okay? So where the cords were cut, you may feel like you need light energy to soothe you because it's hard sometimes to cut yourself off from people even though you really want to. But once you've done this ritual spell, you will feel like you have more energy. So breathe deeply and I want you to ground your energy again. So you can imagine roots grounding you into the earth. You can touch the earth with your hands and imagine the earth receiving the energy. Or you could ground your feet on the ground, put your hands on your knees, and just imagine yourself pushing into the earth. I want you to thank your higher self and bring in the light that is around you back to your heart. So remember that white light that you surrounded yourself, left, right, front, back, above, and below. I want you to suck that light back into your heart and close the protective magic circle. Now, after you've done that, you want to let the candle keep burning because remember, the candle represented the beginning of the ritual spell. So you want to you don't want to blow out your candle at all. It's a small candle. It's either a chime candle or a tea light candle, right? And you can get those at the dollar store if you want a little tea light candle. I don't think I have one here, but I think you know what it looks like. So as the candle is burning right now, you can journal what your experience was and how you felt and how you feel now. So let the candle burn down in a safe space. Don't blow it out. It represents the ritual spell. So it will burn down completely and the ritual spell will be complete. You don't have to stay in the same spot. If you want to take your candle and move it to your stove and put it on the stove top to burn down safely there. I don't know how long the candle will take to burn down, but if you do for some reason have to put the candle out, take it's best to take a candle snuffer and put it out like that, because you want to contain the energy of the ritual spell and then light it up again to burn it down completely when you have the opportunity. Don't blow it out. Just, put it out. If you want to put it out somehow without blowing it out, you can do that. I don't want to suggest that you hurt yourself by putting it out with your fingers. But just when you decide to do this ritual spell, this cord cutting ritual spell, keep in mind that you want to have the time to allow this candle to burn down to complete the ritual spell. It's very important. Rituals and spells are not always easy, although they are beneficial. They do take work, it's hard work to heal yourself, but it's worth it. So if you have to follow those rules to make it work, why not, right? So I guess that's it for this video. Let me know if you do end up doing this ritual spell for yourself, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.